Hi guys, welcome back, and in this video I'm hoping that we can get all the arches finished up where we want them, and then they'll be ready for priming after that. A few things I need to do before priming, but arch wise they should be ready. So we'll get on with that today. And also, if you've noticed, I got my vents for the front arches, the GTR GT3 kind of spec wings, the ones that run the R35. So they will go, not quite get the right position for them yet, but they'll sit in here somewhere. So we'll get them measured and cut in today. They're supposed to be an overlay, so you just cut them and they overlay it, and this bit kind of sits out above the arch. And I'm going to try and sink them in so that they work out flush. So when we do our mould, it's just a smooth surface with the vents. But we'll need to just see how that turns out. But that's the plan for today and tomorrow. Get them in, get the arches finished, and after that we'll be taking like the boot lid off, the bonnet, everything off, so I can start masking up the car. So we can get a couple of coats of primer on the arches, do a couple of sanding coats on it, and then they'll be ready for moulding. Still need to figure out the side skirts. I've kind of mocked up something I had in my mind a while back. I'm not in love with it, so it'll probably change. I'm just not sure what to yet. I kind of like the idea, but it's a bit boxy yet. I need to try and get it to flow a bit nicer. So yeah, stick with us and we'll get this done today. Done a lot more filling round about some spots. Found another bit that wasn't quite right just at the back here. Need to sand it down a bit lower so it's the same as the other side, and I was cutting into the foam again, so just gave that a little coat filler. Yeah, nearly there. A couple more goes over with that, shouldn't take long. Cut a little couple of spots kind of here and here, just with what filler I had left after doing that bit under there. So yeah, we're getting there. So the next thing we're doing is cutting these vents in. Now, that's that there. There isn't an exact position or any instructions with these, so going for the pictures I've seen, this line here follows down and meets up with this kind of line here. We're going roughly about there, and this line curving round is the line of your arch. So what I'm going to do is masking tape some of this up. I think to get the shape of this, I'll masking all this up, take the masking tape off and then lay that on the car, and hopefully that should give me my cutout area. Yeah, I think that's going to be where it sits, just about there. That'll look quite nice for the vents that are going across the bonnet there as well. So yeah, masking tape this up, and fingers crossed the first cut is the one we need.
Wanna be in, not out, wanna make this all count. Yes, I wanna go crazy now, gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star, cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
That's it cut in, and I'm glad I wasn't cutting them for the first time, because yeah, got it a bit wrong. But as where it's taped just now, it's kind of where I want it. You can see that arch line lines up there, it goes down, comes round, falls into there, and the kind of centre line between that and where the angle changes here is pretty good. So next I'm just going to tape up where I need to cut a little bit along here obviously, and a little bit under here, cut that away just so the vent sits back a bit, and then after that I'll just need to fill it and sand it so it's flush. But yeah, quite happy with it. I'm going to need to block off the back of these for when we're making our mould. Not sure the best, so I'll probably foam it up. I've seen people using plasticine, so if I foam it up to where I need it, then I can fill it with plasticine. That way you can mould it nice and smooth before you do your waxing and PVA mould release, things like that on it. So yeah, that's the plan. Quite happy with them. Look pretty good. Should look even better once they're moulded in.
Just wanna go away from it. Is a beat one, just play. I'm not a liar in the game. I've got a fire at your ship and I'll be made. Just play,
That's me cut the arch and sitting inside of the metal. There's a couple of places where I'll need to push that in a little bit, maybe a bit there, and pull this side out just a little touch, a few millimetres. So I'll go ahead now and take the tape off. I need to dig out some of the bits in behind here, like the foam and things, and I don't know what I'll use to get it in place. I'm not quite sure yet how I'll do it. Get it in place so it's nice and flush, and then we'll fill round about it to try and make a seamless join, and try and at the same time try and keep this arch line where it should be. Might need to sharpen it up a little bit just so it mimics this. But yeah, that's what's next.
I've got my tentacles out tonight. Yeah, come on. Yeah, anyway, you're gonna wonder why. Never thought I could get you back. Game is always on. I know the signs, it's a bitter one. It is a bitter one. Just play. It is a bitter one. Just play. I'm not a liar in the game. I got a fire at your ship and I'll be made. Just play, play.
This might be my last video for tonight, as my phone battery's running out here. So getting there with this base here, just a few more bits to fill and sand. Remember, this is only going to be maybe 30 or 40 mil wide, so you're not going to see all this extra stuff at the back here. So we just need to tidy up the first couple inches to make the mould with. Got the vents on, taped in place just now and foamed. That'll probably be still tacky. Once that's dry, I'll take the tape off and I'll fill round about the edges of them. And over here, quite happy with how this is turning out. There's just a little spot, you probably see the shadow of it there, and a couple of little bits kind of over here. Just trying to fill, and another little bit there. So another coat of filler on all that, one sand, and it should be done. So tonight the battery will run out, and then tonight I'll maybe go over to the other side and start marking out for the other vent. And that'll be about it for tonight, and back tomorrow for a wee bit more. So I'll see you in a minute. This is where I got to last night, about midnight or something. So I've got them bonded in,
and today we'll just give it a sand back, another coat, and it should end up being pretty flush with the fender. And as I mentioned before, I'll just try and keep this line pretty good along here. So yeah, I'll sand that just now, and then once I'm happy with that, I'll go on to the other side and do the same over there. That's me got the second one installed. Quite happy how it's going to fit, and you can see it's quite even all the way down. So yeah, I'll let the foam go off till later tonight and get out and do a bit more to that one. Well, I've got another hour today, so I'll come back round, sand this side, see what I need to do if there's any extra filling required. If not, I might put a coat of primer on it just so we can see the lines a bit better. With everything being a different colour at the moment, it's hard to visualise it. I'll do my best to do that just now.
Our love is going cold, you're leaving out the door and say I don't know when I'll be home. Like needles in my heart, it's tearing me apart, just trying to find a light in the dark. I know that you're afraid, believe me when I say it's alright, we'll get by. Our colors fade away, I hope it's just a phase. I tell myself that we'll be okay. So hold on to me, baby, hold on. Put your hands into mine, wanna feel you close. So hold on to me, baby, hold on. Got our souls intertwined, I'm not letting go.
That's me got it ready. Well, I'm kind of getting impatient. I want to give it a coat of primer. I know there's still a few little areas that are going to need some attention. It's, these little bits here, just a little bits around about the edges. You can see. So I know I'm going to have to go over it again, sanding and filling, and I think this line here, that's going to show up, so I'm going to have to go across that, give it another skim over. Here's fine. That's kind of smoothing it just as you go along. Just the two differences here. I'll go over again with the filler, but I'm getting impatient. I'm dying to see it with a bit of solid colour on it, so I'm going to give it a coat of some grey plastic primer quickly, just to see what it looks like. Woohoo! There we go. One colour, starting to get an idea of how it's going to look. Quite happy with the outcome. I do have some bits to sort to keep the lines nice and straight. You can maybe see that there, the old lines going up the way there, so I'm going to try, I think there's metal under here, so I'm going to grind it back and refill that. This here's just a little tiny bit just to keep the line straight, even that out a bit. And I've just tried to draw a parallel line going round about this this arch here. So a little bit of tidying up to do down here, and as you come over to this side, just where the angles kind of change, a little bit of work just so I can keep a kind of definition of a line there. So yeah, quite happy with that, as well as a little tidying ups to do round about, but I'm quite happy with it. If I can finally make out a carbon fibre, that would be even better, so only time will tell. So I'll do this, try and do a little bit of filling there, and the other side's all set now with the foam, so I'll cut that back and get a coat of filler on the join on that tonight, and that'll do me. Making some good progress here on the vents. Still, that's what 2 coats of filler, and now it's time to do some shaping work. So you see the pencil line there? The arch from there to there is 45mm, I think. So we can parallel that line. Pencil line goes up here, kind of the top of this rounded piece. Meets it up a bit there and comes back down. So I'll need to fill this up flat and sand it back to get that arch line. Doing the same over there. I think it's about 50mm this parallel line here. So we need to do a little bit of altering work in this area, and then just a little definition work here to create this line between these 2 points. A little bit more smoothing out just to do there. The other side, I can't remember if I videoed this yet since we give it a coat of primer. It's kind of the same over this side. You can see where I've marked the lines on this side where I've went a bit too high with the filler, so I can sand that back and then create a bit of a definition here. There's actually if you can see in the camera, there's a line that comes through kind of here somewhere, so I need to sand that down and sand this in, so that will create another kind of line there. And up the top we've got a bit of work to take this area down a bit, just to bring the 2 lines up here together, and same again over there. So I'll just carry on, and shouldn't take me too long, another day or so, just a couple of hours a day, just getting on with it. And once I'm happy with it, I've got some more primer coming. I just used plastic primer for this because it's all I had, but I've got some normal body primer coming to do it all. I actually bought 2K primer and a spray gun and stuff, but I don't know if I'll be bothered setting that up. We'll see. Once everything in the garage is tidied up and wrapped up, maybe I'll just get the big gun out and make things go a bit quicker. But for now, that's it. I'll keep sanding.
Small town, big crowd, and there you were in front of me. Small talk, big thought.
So that's the last bit of filling for now. It came up quite nice. I think I'll still have a little bit of definition work to do in here once we get some primer on it. But yeah, happy with that. As you've probably seen earlier, I painted our side, picked up the wrong rattle can like an absolute idiot. Picked up satin black instead of primer. But you get an idea. You can see on this side here, maybe a little bit hard, this area from there to about here, you just lose this line. This line follows round and it just kind of fades out a little bit here, so I need to sharpen that up. And probably the same on the other side as well. So yeah, that's the kind of work I'm looking at just now. I think the next stage is I need to kind of messed about the side skirt a little bit, changed the idea of it. So I need to remake this, because it's going to stick out a little bit further at the back there. Remake that, make sure I'm happy, and then make the duplicate for the other side. And after that I can get the whole car masked up and get some primer on all the arches and just finish the definition work on them. And then that'll be ready for the mould. So we're getting close, very close, happy with it. Starting to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel at least. So yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode. And next episode I'll just start masking up the car. So thanks now guys, take it easy, be safe.